So in this video, I'm going to cover about 10 hours worth of recorded driving on my trip back from Myrtle Beach to Boston. I took typical roads to 95 up to Richmond and then headed west to get up to Route 81. I took 81 to 84 and drove 84 through Hartford to the Mass Pike, Route 90, and then to Boston. So you'll see bits and pieces of that. I had about a 40% full freshwater tank. The gray and black water tanks were empty, and I was towing a two-door Wrangler. Probably less than 800 pounds of cargo, including myself. There are two camera angles you'll notice. The first angle, you really can't see the road at all due to the lighting conditions. I just couldn't find a good camera position that would allow me to record both the road and the instruments effectively. The lighting differences were too high, and one or the other would get washed out. So I really need a multi-camera setup to capture that sort of stuff. Hopefully I'll do that in the future. I have a Garmin RV 770 there that I just got, so there's some comments on that. You'll see some comments on the collision avoidance. You'll see me resetting it a few times. I only cover it a few times in a video, but I probably did it 50 times during the entire trip. It's actually rather annoying. And you'll see and hear it beeping, so you'll get a sense for what happens as you approach a car that's too close. If you're accelerating towards a car that's too close to you. You'll see some handling. You'll see me. I'll use the steering wheel. You'll see me make an adjustment actually to comfort drive in the latter half of the trip. I felt like I was correcting the steering a little too much, so I moved it from 2 to 3, and that seemed to help. I passed a couple of semis, so I tried to record that. You'll note the lack of movement in the steering wheel as I do that. I mean, you can feel it when it happens, and you do make a little bit of adjustment for it, but you're not white knuckling anything, and you're certainly not making massive adjustments to the steering wheel. You'll see me pull in for gas. That's on the second camera angle. You'll get a little. I think that's on the second camera angle. You'll get a little bit of a feel for turning and how well it can turn. I have yet to actually need to cut the wheel all the way over when turning and doing any maneuvering. And I've done some pretty good U-turns in it. Prior to the experience, I was concerned about how making U-turns and how little room I could consume doing that. And as I've gotten more and more comfortable with it, I'm continuing to be surprised by it, and I've not gotten anywhere near a situation where I was in trouble with respect to turning. Anyway, that's pretty impressive stuff. Let's see. You'll see me going up grades. You'll see me manually shifting. The automatic mode tends to be a little bit conservative with what you can do. You can save a couple 3 miles an hour if you shift manually. I was hoping that the video would actually catch the numbers. I had the 770 set up to display the current grade, but that appears to not be readable. So what I can remember, if I were manually changing the gears, here's what I remember, and the corresponding grade percentages. At 4%, in fourth gear, you can go about 60 miles per hour. You can't really accelerate uphill much beyond 61 miles an hour in fourth gear. If you're on a flat road, you might be able to get 63, 64. And that means that you can downshift from 5 to 4 if you need to slow down around, I think I'm now remembering 66 miles an hour. For a 5% grade, I remember that fourth gear would keep me around 48 to 50 miles an hour. And I didn't really, I think the worst that I encountered was right around 5.5%. And I was in the upper 40s at that point, but unfortunately I got stuck behind somebody, so I didn't get a good chance to to really see that play out. You'll see that in the video. Third gear, and I encountered this because of the person that I got behind, you can accelerate uphill to around 40 miles an hour in third gear. And you can downshift from 4 to 3 at about 45 miles per hour. Up that 5.5% grade in third gear, I did have room to actually accelerate because I was going, I think, 35 miles an hour behind that other individual. So I would have been able to go from 35 to 40 relatively easily, and then I'd be able to pop it into fourth and probably get some more speed out of that. So, all right, so that's all the notes that I had. Please enjoy. Hope you enjoy watching the video, and as always, feel free to ask questions. I'm happy to reply and make further videos if that helps. Thank you again for watching.
Right on Saltworks Drive. Exit on the left to I-84 West.